So something happened today, and I ran up the stairs, sat down at my computer, and we're about to have a really fun discussion about who we all missed. I have not heard this person's name thrown out there for Mr. Fantastic a single time, and from the video he put out today, Zachary Levi is my number one candidate right now for Mr. Fantastic. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I, of course, am your host, Chris, and we have a few topics of discussion today, and they come from two different spheres. One, Marvel, as you saw in the title of the video, a fan cast that we have all overlooked. And two is some DC news, and it's more candid conversation about the direction of DC. And I want some response from you guys as to whether or not you're excited for the planned future of the DCU with DC Studios, as we are very close to finally exiting the DCEU. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other major movie and television news updates happening daily here on the channel. You can also follow me or check me out on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser and Twitter at The Culture Chris. Links to both of those can be found in the description down below. So for starters, if you have seen this video, you know where I'm going, more than likely. If you haven't, it's very interesting, and inside this one video are both of our topics of discussion for both DC and Marvel. Check it out real quick.
Wonderful people in these organizations and everyone within the Shazam production. For years, we have been doing everything we can to fight for you, the fans. Yes, even all of you fans that don't like me. All of you fans who love Henry Cavill, we tried desperately to get Henry Cavill in the first movie. He wasn't a headless Superman because we wanted him to be a headless Superman. We were thwarted. All of these hardworking people were thwarted. We were not allowed to have that happen, okay? That was not on us. That was not because we didn't want that to happen for you. Listen, guys, I am a comic nerd. I've been growing up with this stuff. I love all this stuff. I want to blow all of your minds with all the crossovers and all the goods. And trust me, it bummed me out greatly when we couldn't get Henry Cavill. I wanted him so bad in the first movie, and we couldn't get him. That was not because we didn't try. That was not because we chose not to have him there. That was not on.
I'm going to start with the Marvel part of the discussion because, man, somebody tell me this does not look like Reed Richards, the world's smartest man, Mr. Fantastic. It is uncanny. This is ridiculous, and this without any type of makeup or without trying to look like Reed Richards, unless he is with a very subliminal message for Marvel, trying to make himself look like it so they can get the hint that he's the man for the job. Oh my goodness, this is insane. I would absolutely love to see Zachary Levi play Reed Richards. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying, because Zachary Levi is not the most loved actor to play a superhero role. The Shazam movies were very, which side of the coin are you? Did you like it? Did you not? And I don't actually think most of that is the fault of him. I mean, this was a sinking ship for years and years and years, and we're only just now going to be finally getting that revitalizing reboot that we need from James Gunn. Again, depending how you feel about that entire thing, that's a later half of the discussion. But I like Zachary Levi. I like his dedication, and I liked his role as Shazam. Now, there were some issues with Billy Batson and Shazam not really matching, and the whole story of Shazam was really up in arms. But Zachary Levi, for me, didn't really do anything wrong. I really enjoyed his portrayal and his overall acting ability. Now, it's pretty fair to say that after all the work they've put into him becoming this character, he's going to be getting pushed aside. He's not going to be playing Shazam anymore. This is all but certain for me at this point. And yes, the jury's still out on it, and James Gunn has even said, we're still deciding who's staying and who's going. But even just really seeing him in this video today, I think it's pretty obvious that this was the end of him playing Shazam. And he's even gone on record in the last few weeks and said, I really hope to see Shazam in the DCU, even if I'm not the actor. Again, very much and basically hinting at the fact that he's done playing Shazam, which makes him available. And since I think he's a good actor, many other people think he's a good actor. He's played a superhero before, and he looks exactly like Reed Richards. Maybe he should be the MCU's Mr. Fantastic. John Krasinski's not coming back. I would have loved to continue to see John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic. I was a big fan of it. Not everybody was. It was a fan service from Kevin Feige, 100%. They flew him in for the day. He did the part. It was over. He made a massive mistake by telling the Scarlet Witch exactly how Black Bolt was going to defeat her, kind of branding him not the smartest man on Earth. But all the same, I love John Krasinski in that role. It seems clearly obvious to me that that's not going to be the case moving forward in Earth 616. It was 838's Mr. Fantastic, and he's gone. Does not mean we can't get other variants that look like John Krasinski, and I would almost expect that, at least for a small moment, maybe a final fight scene. But the Earth 616, the main MCU storyline, John Krasinski will not be Mr. Fantastic. But it should be Zachary Levi, 100%. After seeing this video today, my mind is forever set. This isn't a rumor. This is not an insider said. This isn't a plot leak. But look at this guy. Come on, everybody. Tell me this would not be the absolute perfect selection, and that everybody didn't even think about it. This is the first time I've looked at him and thought, that's Mr. Fantastic. And it has hit me harder than maybe any other fan casting we've been talking about since John Krasinski. When all of the original John Krasinski rumors went around, everybody was like, this is going to be Mr. Fantastic. It was like, yes, that is Mr. Fantastic. Since then, all of the fan casting rumors for 616 have not struck me as hard as this has. And I'm excited over nothing because, like I mentioned, not a rumor, probably not going to happen. But oh my goodness, would I like to see it. Now, to end off the video, it is some sad tones. And we see Zachary Levi a little emotional here. You know, this happened with The Rock. It's happened with, honestly, it's happened with a lot of DC actors at this point. Henry Cavill left very upset and disappointed with his ultimate portrayal of Superman. Ben Affleck left burnt out from playing Batman, kind of washed with all of the different issues and problems that were continuously happening at Warner Brothers and DC. You have Ray Fisher, The Rock, countless actors who played DC characters in the CW shows, and many others really left disappointed and feeling shortly accomplished with their roles and their time in DC, and we're seeing that again here with Zachary Levi. In fact, the only actor who I think has actively been happy with their overall portrayal and success is Jason Momoa, and he's returning to play, not confirmed, but basically confirmed, Lobo in the new DCU. And his time at Aquaman, he had one of the most successful solo films, and many people, although maybe originally he doesn't look like Aquaman, but many people have reimagined the character of Aquaman around Jason Momoa. He really has brought that character to his own persona, and there's a lot to be said for that accomplishment, considering how different he really does look from the original character. But seeing this emotional Zachary Levi does make me feel for him and for the actors, for the franchise, but only for a short moment. Because yes, the light did not touch or shine greatly on Zachary Levi or the remainder of the actors who we've spoken about, but I personally, and this is where you guys get to chime in, am excited for James Gunn's DCU. I think the organization is going to be like nothing we've seen with DC before. I think the depth and love of the storytelling, the control, James Gunn has gone on record saying, they don't tell me what to do, I am in charge. You know, and that's been one of the biggest issues, and exactly what Zachary Levi is talking about in this video when he says that they were thwarted. This was executives at Warner Brothers saying, no, you can't do that. You know, this wasn't poor writing, and he says it perfectly. We didn't want a headless Superman. We tried everything. We were thwarted. We were told by Warner Brothers no. And James Gunn has made it very clear per his contract that if he's going to be doing this, he has all of the control, the final say, which, you know, we're putting the hands in charge of the DC universe in that of hands who love the comics, understand the comics, and know what fans need to see and what they want to see, and who's going to make that happen. So I'm personally stoked for James Gunn's DCU. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for it? Yes, it's heartbreaking to see these actors who love these characters feel disappointed and let down by the studio, by the company and the franchise, but I'm very excited for what's to come around the corner, and who knows? Maybe, however slightly, but maybe Zachary Levi can move on to bigger and better things by playing the MCU's Mr. Fantastic. Let me know what you think about both of those ideas and thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you to everybody who watched the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.